Hi, today I'll be talking about analysis of evolving issues in the field of drug discovery and clinical trials. So the objective of this entire discussion is to learn the process involved in the drug discovery and development and define the phases involved in the FDA drug approvals and explain the role of Food and Drug Administrations, that is called the FDA, in drug development and review process in the United States. So before coming to this, I would like to share with you that entire drug development process, which is starting from identifying disease till bringing to the market the drug developments, is going through many different process, different phases, different types of clinical trials, and many more, and getting approval from different organizations, right? So if we understand that research and development, in drug design, so it's a huge process. If we say that bringing a drug into the market, it takes 12 to 15 years, an average time frame, years of times, and it cost more than $500 million. And of course, the computational methods which reduces the cost and time, which are fascinating towards the drug development for the pharmaceutical industries. So developing a drugs is a little complex and costly process. As I mentioned, it takes an average 12 years times and more than $500 million we spent. And the R&D of drug developments, it's not only that taking care of the drug effect and drug design, drug safeties, but it also cares about that discovery parts in terms of the preclinical studies, as well as that development part is called the clinical studies. And then post clinical studies will be there, that is after getting approval from FDA, IND, NDA, and many more. So this is entirely the process which goes towards that screening process. We are screening thousands of compounds, different compounds for a particular target, for a particular disease. But out of thousands only, one and two is responding, the drug likeness properties which are responding, the drug ability to become drugs towards that any target or against any disease. So what will be the role of FDA which actually review and approve all new drugs in the United States. And even FDA evaluate new drugs based on the evidence presented from the clinical research studies by the drug sponsors who are sponsoring, the agencies who are sponsoring for entire clinical trials studies, and even the many pharmaceutical companies who are sponsors working as a sponsors. So the FDA look after all the evidences which is generated by that institutional reviewer board, IRB, and the sponsors actually. So here we'll be understanding that first drug discovery development, then we'll be talking about that drug safety, drug efficacy, drug toxicity, and drugs adverse effect, if any, and how to entertain. That's why these evolving issues, either before the clinical trials, after the clinical trials, before the preclinical trials, after the preclinical trials, and in clinical trials. So first we'll understand the drug development process, starting from identifying the diseases. Once we identify the disease, we have to identify the proteins or the molecule, biomolecule, which are linked with this disease. So that way isolate the proteins involved in that disease. It takes 2 to 5 years times. And once we isolate the protein, we have to find that small molecules or drug type of molecules which will be affecting to that particular biomolecules, proteins which are associated for the disease. Again, it will take 2 to 5 years of time. And once we will find these things, then we will go to the preclinical testings. Now the clinical trials phases started. So preclinical testing means that the test should happen in animal model, the in vitro, in vivo, right? In vitro and then in vivo. In vivo model. This is animal model is in vivo models. So it's a preclinical testing. We have to incorporate the drugs which is found through that diseases and their target molecules. Now we'll be introducing to that animal model, and before that the animal also should have that disease, so that it will, the drugs which have been produced should show the effects. Once if it shows that good effect, then we will bring at formulation levels, will scale up in one platforms, and we'll be sending these things to getting approval from IND. It's a one approved agencies. Then we will file these things to the IND. IND calls that this is one of the procedures, so that applications we have to give to this organization, to these organizations, which look into that either these drugs is really investigated for new drugs. That's why it's called that file IND, investigational of new drug. So once he will look all the evidences which is generated till the preclinical studies, then IND agencies, IND, where we have filed these things, it will send the request to that human clinical trials. Send the request. Okay, it has approved few, most of the drugs will approve this thing. 70% of the drugs will approve the preclinical things, means that IND agencies will approve this. Then IND will send that forward that documents to that NDA. So here NDA. So NDA will look all the evidence which is generated by the IND, right? So this is that before going to the clinical studies call that human model. That drug should be incorporated into the human model. In human, that also will take 2 to 10 years of time. Once NDA will approve, that is called the new drug administrations. One agency is there. Once it approves these things, then only it can be incorporated into the human models. And once the success will be there in human model, then all the evidence is generated by the preclinical, clinicals, and sponsors and the IRB, Institutional Review Board, which is formed by that sponsors, then all the evidences will send to that for approval to the FDA approvals in United States. And then it will approve, then it will come to the market. So here you can say that, which is highlighted in color. So here that computer aided drug design techniques works before the clinical trials, which reduces the cost and time, like molecular modeling and virtual screening methods. Now, if we look into that clinical trials overview, which starts from the planning, designing, managing, analyzing, and filing these things. Planning have the set of protocols, and it should be approved by the competent authority. Design development, the activity should be carried out. The protocol should be set up. Designing should be carried out. And there also quality checks and quality auditing should be there. And data validation will be there. And then managing data in terms of either we can manage the data in the paper format, but now we are managing the data in electronic forms, in digital forms. So that is called that ECRF, electronic case report forms, which is subject to that entertain the query, solving the issues, sending to all these things to data manager. Data manager should approve these things, and then sending for the reporting and many more things, right, till that investigator levels, and then it will be analyzed by statistical persons, programming and medical writing persons, and then we will go for that filing the patenting and copywritings, and then finally we have to get the approval from the regulatory authority, and then we have to log all these things in terms of that database log. So in preclinical studies, what are the issues and how to solve these things? So in preclinical studies, if we see that this is fully the synthesis and purifications of the new drugs, and here we need to understand that the pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics of the drugs. Pharmacokinetics means how drugs affects on the tissues and cells in terms of their absorptions, distribution, metabolism, excretions, and toxicities. And pharmacodynamics, how the drugs is going to the tissues and cells, their drug delivery systems, or you can say the mechanism of actions of drugs into the therapeutic effects or cell and tissues. That includes also the toxicology levels, which also include that mutagenesis, carcinogenesis, and many more. And we have to same time we have to see that efficacy studies on the animal models also. What is the role of IND? Like is a applications for getting approval from IND and sent to that NDA. So this is application for permission to that administer a new drugs to the humans, IND. And outlines of the proposal is to use the new drugs for a human testing in clinical trials, as I have told you. And this human studies can only begin after the IND approvals only, and is reviewed and approved by that sponsors and institutional reviewer boards. So in clinical studies, it goes to that phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and in phase 4. Phase 1 clinical studies, that is animal model. Some small population will be there, maybe less than 100. Phase 2 more than 100 but less than 300. Phase 3 more than 300 but less than thousands will be there. The populations where we will be incorporating, injecting the drugs for the trials. And then new drug applications regulatory review will be there. And first stage is the post clinical continued comparative studies, registration and introducing into the market and excising all these things by the drug inspectors in the market, right? So many more things are there. So phase 1, I told you that typically involve 20 to 80 healthy volunteers, no women's of childbearing potentials. Emphasis is on the drug safeties, that is phase 1. Goal is to identify major side effects, metabolism and routes of the excretions, because drugs should not stay for a long time in our body tissues and cells. It should excrete so that it will give the less toxic effects, and last about 1 year, and about 70% of the drugs will pass to this phase. Second phase will be there where we take 100 to 300 individual who have the target disease, and this phase will emphasize is on effectiveness of the drugs and patient receiving the drugs compared to that similar patients who will be taking as a placebo or another drugs. Comparative study will be there, right? And last about 2 years, and about 30% of the drugs will pass to this phase. And third phase will be that the population will be in thousands, 1,000 to 3,000 patients will be there. Here also emphasize on safeties and effectiveness, and investigations will through well-controlled studies of different populations and different doses, as well as uses new drugs in combination with other drugs, and last about 3 years, and 25 to 30% of the drugs will pass this phase. And the role of NDA, if you say that role of NDA, pre-NDA periods, FDA and drug sponsor meet. The role of, that is pre-NDA periods, it will conduct a meeting with FDA people and with the drug sponsor and IRB, and will submit that reports, right? That is submissions of NDA, formal steps asking the FDA to consider approving the drugs for the marketings. That is NDA will send to these people, and FDA has 60 days to decide whether it will file it for approval considerations or not. If it files, the review team is assigned to evaluate the new drug's ability. And what will be the FDA role is, they'll form the review team to evaluate the research and safety of the drugs and its effectiveness, which is generated by the NDA. And FDA review all the informations to go into the drug levels all the evidences which is generated through preclinical, clinical studies and all. And even it inspect the facilities whether the drugs will be manufactured and where to send this drug to be manufactured. And this application will be classified in two categories, either approved or not approved. And even that, they will think about where to send these drugs to be manufactured. And they will look into all the good lab practices for that lab, all good clinical practices for that lab, and everything under that defined FDA regulations. So FDA also, if approves, FDA requests additional information from the sponsors. The NDA is again reviewed. Then following drugs approval, sponsor of the drugs will be required to continue access the safety of the drugs. That is more important. And phase 4 post-marketing surveillance will be there, where drug inspectors, pharmacovigilance team will work about their drug safety, about that marketing level, their cost, and their severity indexes in terms of that adverse event that we call the severe adverse event. So that will be affecting their adverse event in 5 phases, 5 grading systems actually. Grade 1 is the mild case, grade 2 is the moderate case, grade 3 is the severe case, and grade 4 will be the life-threatening case, and grade 5 for the death. So this pharmacovigilance team, including drugs inspectors and all, will see the drug reactions, drug effect, cost, analysis, and the quality of studies in terms of this. If anything happens, this pharmacovigilance team definitely will inform to that FDA people, and FDA will send all these details to solve these issues to that NDA, then INDA and clinical, and it will go to that backtrack levels. And they will justify these things in proper documentations with proper signatories if any adverse events and all. So